Sorry, just went to the bathroom. Okay, I'm just fixing the stream up and getting a drink, so I'm just muting for a minute. You got the room open? Certain room not found. Okay, out of the lobby and go back in. Now it's found. It's a hitch. So I said I'd go out and back in. So what do we have to use? Mediums and softs. I'm practicing it. I got mediums on. How many laps is it? Oh, I hit entry by mistake there, so I've hit entry as if I'm entering, right? Oh no. God, I'm in the pit. So where am I? Oh yeah. Showed a different view. I thought you would have waited to have a look at my car. Yourself into position. The Mickey Mouse Disney car. It's a Disney car, Mickey Mouse. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, cool. Yep, I thought so. So I've got the computer. And what program? Adobe. Oh, I've got that. I'm pretty sure I have. Once I know what they use, I can start doing our own. You know I can. Right. Yeah, put it on there. Once I know the steps of it, I can make our own. LDUR and names on it. Right, well, I need all the steps written down and sent to me, so know what programs I need and everything like that, and I can start doing our own. So I can do that safely, and when I get a new computer, watch out. So I can use this old one once I reformat it to do all my graphics on and transfer it over to my email. So on the... I haven't got one yet. I've only just started... Oh, on Spa. Really? Wow. Get the tyres warmed up before I take it down. They do what? Oh, right. They got to start all over again. They got to redo everything again. Wow. Just getting used to the track before I really get going again, because we haven't done this track for a while. And get myself into the right position. Because yeah, I've got all day to practice on the track. Yeah, I know, but on the real track, I know this one's slightly different to the one we actually do it on. This gives me an idea, you know what I mean? Tomorrow I can practice on the real track once I get the feel of this car. But because we've used the B car a lot, we know how these go now and what we can do with them. Another, after this one I'll go to 3. Gradually. Now I'll go to the actual event and practice on that. As I said, I'll go to the actual event tomorrow. With you and me, we do this. And then tomorrow, when you're at work, I'll be practicing on the actual event practice. Like we did for the last race. You were on it and I was on it. Remember, we had time to do it together. Last Saturday. The last Saturday. But tomorrow, yeah, I'll go on the actual event practice. Yeah, well, send me the settings for this, and I can do some of this and some on the event. So then I can make my own track up just for myself. tomorrow, private. No one else can join. And then I can go to the event one and do some lap times. Alright? So send me everything you've done for this track so I can set one up. So I can just go in and I'll save it so I can go in and out and then do a few good practice laps on the real one. Now this one is me main practice and then go on to the other one and get some good lap times. Like what we've been doing. Practice on our own for a while and then go and do some good lap times. Get a feel of the car and what we're going to do with it. What TC settings we can play on this track, the settings, before we actually go on to the main one to do our laps. We know when to put them down and so I'm doing now, I've just gone down to 3 now. Then I'll go down to 2. I'm learning to work the settings now more. Because every now and again I'm keeping my left hand up near. So when I've got the wheel straight, I can play with settings. I'm learning certain things as I'm going. Able to press more buttons. But the wheel's got to be in a certain way unless I keep my hand on it just to do buttons, not drive. But sometimes you'll see me drive with just my left hand for a race or something to give my other hand a rest, because I've tried it and I can do it. But only one race, as long as it's not too long. I can do my left for a little bit. But if it's what we're thinking, I'm not saying on here, about what we discussed earlier in the email, there will be a bit of practice. If it's that. That was the first thing that crossed my mind when I saw it. These cars I couldn't handle once, but I can now. And this track I do love. It's a lovely track, this one. It's a good flowing track. It's a good fast flowing track for these sort of cars. We haven't done this for a little while either. From the tracks going back over doing the championships and getting them all done. Over them I think, God, we haven't done anything on this track since we first started and stuff like that. Because I've got extra bits on some of them and yeah, there's some we haven't done for ages. It was fun actually doing it and going back to some of the other tracks we haven't done for ages. And it was sad saying no, that yeah, that's finally finished. How dare me? I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm built for speed. The faster the car, if you notice, the faster the car, I'm more better. It's the speed in me, naturally. What I used to do in real. Whoa, lost it on that one. I pushed it a bit on that corner. Know where I went wrong there. But yeah, I remember when parental controls first come out on TVs and videos and stuff. And yes, they do have it on Netflix and stuff like that still, if you know where to look at it for them. Remember when they first come out on things? It was great, we could lock them off, I could lock Richard off from things. It was awesome. Yep. That was the best thing that ever come out when it was invented. I could lock Richard out of things early of the morning, late at night. It was awesome. We loved it. When things started to come out with a lot more. Yep, parental controls on things to stop. Yep, you have to put a pin in for anything to be watched. They were awesome when they first come out. Bless you. Map 16, right. I haven't looked at that yet. I don't look. I go by my gauge because, yeah, in my days there wasn't that sort of stuff. So it's just mediums and soft for the race, is it? Yeah, right. There's the three sorts. What TC setting you using? Yeah, that's what I'm using. I got 201. Better than the last time. Yeah. Just keeping your mind and doing your own race, not trying to beat me. Not trying to beat the time. Yeah. You got it in the last sector. It's a lovely track, I love it. The Dragon Trail looks nice too, seaside, Croatia. Look what I just did. I'm back bad on that sector now because I spun out that little bit. What lap did you say pit on? I got half a tank, it's under half a tank. Well, I've got 10 laps, I'm on to 10 now, and I've got just a fraction under half a tank. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But I'm not used to doing that. Huh? What? Did he? Oh yeah, he did too. Beard is shot at me, was that you? Oh, it must have been David. Must have come out since he saw me go past. Yeah, it was him. He hit me again. Thought it might have been. But yeah, I've done a good lap time so far. Yeah, I'm down 6 seconds. 0.6 of a second. That's a lot in here, just those couple of little taps. That's how much it can bring you down. Point 8. That's alright. Got all day tomorrow to practice. Lap 16. What lap are you on now? I'm on 12. So yeah, there's a bit of wear on mine. So yeah, it's starting to lose a bit of time now. But I'm not too bad. Just got to break a little bit earlier, that's all. But yeah, starting to lose a bit of time. Got to be a bit more careful. We'll go up 1 TC to give it more traction. Up to 3. And then I get down a bit. There. 2 now. So I'm going to go up 1 until as that picks me up a bit. That's what I do, I play with it. My tyres are down and shit. He's going to be wondering what's going on with tyre wear and petrol. As long as he doesn't bungle me up in the race. I should have said to you, just close it off to 2 people. I didn't think. But yeah, if we're going to race, he could hit me and bungle me, right? Or you. And we don't need that. We're just testing now. So it doesn't matter in this one where we finish, but next we'll go out, then you can go and change it, right? And so, sorry David. So we're going to get to practice together. Motor man. Because of the situations, things change. So I said real life comes first, this comes second. I've got all day to practice tomorrow by myself, but this is the only time we've got to practice together. So once we do this race, we'll go out and then you close the room off to 2. I didn't think when we opened it, but David and Jade might come on. But until we do a race by ourselves, we'll just close it off to us. And then we can open it back up to everyone for a bit of fun, right? But what time are you going tonight? Oh. Yeah, because what time it is, right? But we don't want to have too late a night tonight because you've got a big day, you've got to do a bit of practice in the morning, right? Even if we go off after the race. And then Sunday and Monday we can have, well, Sunday we can have a bit of a fun day, right? And a bit of practice, and then the rest can be fun. Everyone can join, whatever, right? Have a free run. And Tuesday night we'll tackle in for Wednesday night. Right? At this stage, depends on what happens. So we can do a bit of practice Sunday night for the new track for Wednesday. Then after that, we can have a race and everything. Then after that, we shut down and open it up for a fun track, and we race, just race each other, open fun, run, free run. But the same track, make it free run. No race situation. We just let everyone come in and we just race them around on this track. What do you think? Of the track we're going to be using. What do you think? After we've had a practice on it. Practice race. Sunday. We can do one practice race together, private, and then we can make it free run and open it up to friends. Do one practice race on Sunday. So we've got a bit of in before Tuesday night. Got a little bit in. And then rest for fun until we knock off. Monday night's our movie night or whatever, free night to do whatever. And then Tuesday night, we close the track just for you and me, only. Right? But the night before the race, we're closed off. Like tonight, we'll leave after this mock race, close it off and come back in and do our race. Yeah, after this mock race with 3 of us, we'll go out, close the room off, put it to 2 and have our race. And then that's it for the night. We've done one together, because that's all the time we're going to get, because you've got to be up reasonably early and do a little bit yourself, but send the details, you know what we've planned. Send the details of this track, what you've said, so I can make one for tomorrow for myself. And I'll just have myself only. And I'll practice on that, and then once I've got some reasonable with this, I'll go over and do some practice laps on the real track. I mean, come back to this and do more free practice on my own. Right? Race together now, because usually we have that one race. We'll do that tonight after this mock. That's why I'm calling this a mock race with 3. Huh? What? No. I'm on 15. I'm about to... Yeah, I'm about to pit now. I was talking to you and missed the pit, so I had to keep going. Yeah. As I said, I was talking to you, so I missed the pit. Well, I did what you did in the race. What? Didn't put fuel in? Right. How much did you put in? Oh shit, I missed it again. Talking to you right on the pits. Bugger you. Stop it. I said I was coming up to the pits. I missed it last time because you did it right on pits and you did it again. So I'm only going to get 3 laps on soft. Not even going to get them warm. Thank God I'm not in a bloody race, boy. What? I don't know. I haven't had time to effing look at anything. I thought it was 20. Yeah, so I'm going towards empty now. So stop talking to me. So I can pit. For Christ's sake, 2 laps now. So on this track, I'm on it before I realise. So I don't look up at the top to see exactly where I am. Photographic memory, remember? And every time I've gone to go to pit, you've got me. I've just gone past it, and I'm not going to cut pit late. So I've had to keep going, like you did the other night in race. We had to just keep going. I'm not going to miss it this time, for Christ's sake. Past 24. Right. by doing this race of 3 and then a race of this year on mode. We won't have to do as much practice because we've already done a mock race with David, right? We just do a couple of laps to get the feel of the track and then start the race, and then it's off to bed. I'm going to be running tight schedules around race time and real, right? It's already very late because you had to do what you had to do. No, don't be sorry. Other things prevented. As I said, rules number 1. Now, this is number 2. As I said, I'm here full time basically. Alright? You're not. You're part time. You know what I mean? I'm the full timer. Then when Demi gets it, she'll be the other full timer because of her living situation, work situation, right, at the moment. And then if Ben joins, he'll be another full-timer type of thing. So I know Demi's hooked on this. And you and Jade will be, you're still number 2 of course, under me. You're second in command. And you and Jade will be the part-timers basically. You know what I mean? Because of work commitments and everything that you've got. The other 2 haven't got work commitments at the moment. So, at the moment, we've got a team of 5. 4 active, or 5 active, because yes, the 5th one's been doing it, but until we get the other game, they've got to share. So I'm looking at that over the next few days. Alright? That's why I had to ask you about how it worked. Now you've got your lines, David, and you're used to driving these more than us. Been playing longer. He's gone to pit. He's done in 144. But I'm not sure if he's got this car on or something else. He's got one of these type on, but I'm not sure if it's the same as what we use, right? But yes, he's been doing it a lot longer. I'm on 19. Because yeah, we usually do the 24 or whatever the race is at practice and then go and do the race. So we've got the whole feel of it before we race. So my plan, so I pitted late, 2 laps after, started, or 17 or whatever it was. Yeah, started 17 instead of 14. So me pitting later, I'm going to see what it does. I've done 2 laps on the 3. Now I'll go on to the 2. I wanted them really warm because they're softs. But in the race I'll only do about 1.5 because we always do 1.5. I did the 2 just to make sure they were really warm before I went down to the 2. As I said, I'm doing a different race strategy than you, right? Everyone's got their own race strategies. see which one works at the moment because yes, Huh? Yeah. Well, when I pitted on end of 16, I put 10, enough for 10 laps in to get me to 27. I still had 14 in my head, which brought to 24, but yeah, I knew I was 17, so I got enough for 3 extra laps. Yeah, I should have enough for 3 extra laps with what I put in. My strategy this way, doing it on, pitting on end of 16. Yeah, that's right. Basically at 17 I'm testing out end of 16, right? Going in on 16. Yeah, going on 16, listen to me. End of 16 and putting another 10 laps in to make sure I got to 26. A couple of laps extra than what I really need for the race. No more than that. No more than 10 litres or 10 laps. No less than 10 laps, right? This is what I'm running on the strategy at the moment. No less than 10 laps. 10 laps of fuel when you refuel. Right? That's my strategy at the moment. I don't do as well as on soft as what I do on mediums. That's why I went a bit later, right? So I'm not a soft. I'm hard or medium. Yes, that's... Well, I was on 2 the whole way until the last 2 laps, and then I went up to 3 to get me through through those 2 laps. Yep. And pitted at the end of 16 and put 10 laps of more fuel in as I went to the softs. So I'm testing out at the moment. I'm on 21 at the moment. Testing out my strategy against yours. See which one's going to be better for the race. And I did 2 laps on 3 on the softs before I put it back to 2. Got them really warm. I'm down to 155s. I'm 53, 535, 353. I just got to learn to race a bit more with softs, that's all. Because most of the racing we've been doing hasn't been with the softs with these. it's the only time we get to actually practice together, so yeah. I got it down a bit more. What? Huh? What do you mean? So am I. A 154s. And I'm on 2. Yeah, but my tyres are wearing pretty quick. I'm on like 23 now. Well, I lost a big time that time. Hit the grass. Well, I would have done a better time. Hit the grass where I didn't need to hit the grass, but yeah, shit happens. First time I've come off. That's not bad in 23 laps. It's the first time I've gone a bit too fast around one corner. On the softs. But yeah, I'm going to have a shit time there. David. He is good. He's excellent. He knows where to take over. He watches our lines and he knows exactly where to get us, right? He does. No. I think he knows through the stream we're in a race situation, right? Practicing. As I said. If he hits one of us, it buggers us up for what we're practicing. And he is. His timing is very, very good. As I said, he's a very good driver. He's 24. Be good if he would do test driving for us, but he don't stream. Yeah, he stops, he works with you, he does that with me. So he's getting to know you now, right? Have you added him? I think he knows. He's just been probably listening to the stream when I said we're going to close it off so that we could race ready for tomorrow night. I think he's heard what our plans are going to be, right? He's one not to intrude. He'll message me. I'm lap 24 now. No, I done it in a 154. 154.073, so I'm nearly a 153. One 154.073. Yep. So yeah, I think I'll use my strategy. What do you think? But what we did 2 different strategies on pitting and fuel. So yeah, end of lap 16, we pit, ready for 17. Yeah, right. If you can't, you do your strategy, right? But on 15 and 16, go up to 3 to save the tyres to do those 2 laps. When you go into pit, go to softs, right, and put enough petrol in for 10 more laps. If you go in on 14, put enough in for 12 laps. You're going in too earlier than me, right? But always put 2 laps more than the race. Always 2 laps more.
If it's 14, the only let me put in 10. That's the max.
That's max.
Yep.
How did you go on that? Did you got through?
Yeah.
Just get in.
Because I put my full notes went on through.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Do you fuel manage around on certain parts of the track that it's tighter? And on the easier parts, go back to 2.
As you saw, I'm just having issues with the tires.
Yeah. So when you practice tomorrow, practice on your softs. That's the one you're a bit more low in, like me. I'll do a lot more practicing on softs. I'll do softs first and then go to the next mediums, right? I'll do it the other way when I practice tomorrow. So if you can send the settings to that room, I can set mine up. Take a screenshot of your screenshots of it and then send it to me and I can set it up exactly the same. Rightio. Yep. So whatever every setting you've got in there. There's someone else's friend. Oh, he's going to Fuji, I'd say. Yeah. He's gone to the F126 because he's coming up. There's 2 rooms coming up, so he's gone into there. Eventually, because he heard that I said we were going to close it off, right? That's why he left. He's good like that. If he can see that we're doing something in particular, he'll sit out. He's probably sent me a message. Yes, he has. He went hi, but I haven't seen it, right? Because we're busy. Right. Yeah, medium. But tomorrow, I'll do a lot of testing. Softs first, and then the other, right? Go the opposite way around to get used to the softs. Not that I'm gonna start that way. I'll just start off to get used to racing with the softs, right? And then change early into the others. I just keep practicing like that. Practice a lot with the softs. I'm not on track yet, I'm just still sitting in the pit because I'm about to run to the bathroom. We have about, say, 6 warm-up laps or whatever. That'll give me time to You do, say 6 to 8 warm-up laps. That will give me time to do what I've got to do and have a few warm-up laps, and then we'll start it, right? Because it's 1 o'clock for you. That's what I said. We'll get this done, and then it's off to bed. Right, be right back. Give me a couple of... Yeah, exactly. Get this done, and then we're off. No worry, I just want to do a couple of warm-up laps and then we'll start it, okay? Once I come back. Sure, getting a few warm-up laps. Well, do a few warm-up laps. I'll only be a couple of minutes. Yeah. Only 2 laps and then we'll start the race. Because I've had to move the chair to go to the toilet. So 2 laps for me to get in position, then we'll start it. Hold on, back. I need to go to the bathroom badly. It was funny. I went to sit down. Pardon me. Just had some Benadryl too. Pit walked past me front tyre, one of the crew. It's like someone was walking past in real. Alright, get back into position. I jumped for a minute. So I've never sat in the pit long enough to see one of the crew walk past the front tyre. I can see the photographer behind me squatting down, but one in the in the proper overalls, no. In the orange. First time I've seen it. Let's put 2 warm-up laps so make sure I'm in the right position and we can start it. Or 1 lap would be enough. Make sure I'm in position. Hi Jade, how are you, mate? We're just doing a mock race and then we're offline because we've got a very busy schedule tomorrow, ready for the race tomorrow evening. I will be putting it on stream, mine. I'll be doing mine. The co-driver won't be driving for me because I'm well enough to do it. Now, yeah, flat out like a bloody lizard drinking, mate, yeah. Big Kev says hello. You should be able to hear him because I did allow voices. His voice. And we're always in a PS party, we can always invite you. That's if you feel comfortable being in a party with us. Save you having to type all the time in the stream. From Crocodile Dundee. The original was better than the second one, the first one. Oh, Crocodile Dundee. It sure was. Yeah, well, the flat out lizard it's basically drinking because, yeah. Oh, you've seen all three. They're all great, but yeah, my love was the first one out of all of them. Can't beat the first one. Mad Max, have you watched the Mad Max ones? The first one was great, and the next one I really loved. Yeah, from the pub scene, yeah. Flat out like a lizard drinking. That's what we do when we're drinking here. We're flat out like lizards drinking. Oh, that's saying in Crocodile Dundee. It was done the pub scene. Flat out like a lizard that's drinking. Yeah. Lizard's the one for drinking. And I often say to my co-driver, see you in the soup, we'll have a pea together. Pea and ham soup. I see you around like a rissole because rissole's around. If you want to start it, can. Yeah, I can't remember the sequence of them, Jade, but Beyond Thunderdome was one of my favourites. And the first one. But yeah, I'm going to re-watch them all again. I love going back and watching them. So whenever you're ready to start it, we'll get this underway. I'm just cruising around the track now until you start it. Well, that's what I'm going to try out tomorrow. Alright. I'm going to stick with what I've worked out for this time, and then I'm going to try the other rotation tomorrow. So I said set everything up for the track, so I can do the rotation tomorrow. Yeah, party chat. You can't talk. No, that's fine then. One of our crew hasn't got headset on PS, so she does it by phone. But it's all good. We don't mind. As I said, so you feel comfortable or you've got the proper things to do. To it with. We don't force people into the party chats. Whatever everyone's happy with, we don't mind. Exactly. If someone wants to be in and come over the stream, that's fine. But one of our team members, Demi, she doesn't allow her voice to go over. Sorry, Zack Attack. No, that's fine, sweetheart. I have a voice defect, vocal cord dysfunction, so that's why I cough a lot. And yeah, sometimes I can't speak, and my voice goes up and down. Everyone thought I was a male until I fully showed myself on stream. And then they knew I had chest pillows. Yeah, I understand, sweetie. I have had a neck fusion 7 months ago, That was done through the front of my throat, on the right hand side. So, and that's when I had VCD before, but not bad. And in recovery they found that and they had to get specialists in, they found that. Yeah, because I stopped breathing, everything. Once that shuts down, that's it. Certain foods I can't eat anymore, like shortbread, anything that's crummy or too flaky. If it is, like pies and stuff like that, I just got to make sure I've got plenty of drink with me. I can even choke on water. And I've got to make sure I chew everything to buggery. Steak's got to be cut up very tiny and chewed. So yeah. I've got to be very careful. I'm not allowed to have stringy vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, but I can have just the ends of the flower bits, that's it. Lettuce, all that sort of thing. Beans I can't have. Onion, I knew why I didn't like lettuce. I knew there was a reason. Silver beet, and that's okay if I don't have much of the stem. A leaf I can have. Spinach I can't. Most in the last 8 months I found a lot more I can't eat because of this. And yet I've been a few times that I thought, whoa, that was going to be the end. I've had to learn with a few things myself. Well, I understand where you're coming from, Jade. Throat operations or going in from the front to go to the spine can damage everything. You can lose your voice completely. Or damage it. So I understand, Jade. Alright, why? I'm alright. Everything feels good. I done a 154. Media 153 again. Yeah, I looked up, so I lost concentration there. In the race I won't be. What times are you doing? Well, 154, nearly 153s. Almost 153s. Am I flying, am I? What? 2? What? It's still on 5. I start on 3. I start on 3. I start on 3. I just went off the track there because I was distracted by you laughing then. Sunday driver, winkle picker with a hat on, put your hat on, you'll be right. And like a fishing net with a brim all the way round. You know, you see the drivers with hats in the back on the back dash? Winkle pickers. That's what my mum used to call them. You see one of them, you say, oh shit. On Sundays they drive quick, and during the week they drive slow. Sunday they've got their hat on. Their racing cap. Mum used to call it. And it's correct. You watch him. bit slow on these laps because I just... The toes went real numb then. 1 foot. I've got to make sure I've got them positioned so that, yeah, they don't go numb. And my knee doesn't lock up on 1 foot. 1 leg, left knee. And my toes on the right foot. No, I can do 152 or almost 153s roughly when I'm really pushing it. Yeah, I'll practice more tomorrow. See if I can get those times up better. I'll get them down another 5 seconds or something. Get into the 140s. See how much I can push. I'm going to be doing this on my own. I've got to really push myself now. I'm well enough. Yep, that's how I did the championship. One day I had bungle on, I didn't have music going. And the others I didn't much. The other one this morning. But yeah. As soon as I put the music on, that's it. First. Got it done. When I said I was having a bit of trouble with, I got it done straight away. Oh yeah. Yeah. Once I'm on my own, I zone out to the music and let it rip. Right. No stream to talk to, no one else to talk to, I just go. I'm in my own zone. Not saying I don't like people to talk to, but yeah. I'm in full race mode and got to do something. That's it. Like the zone completely out. That's why when I'm actually racing in stream I don't speak. So I'm zoned out. What do you want, softs? Not working. We usually race good on mediums. And yeah, you usually race good on softs. But yeah, we've been racing a lot on mediums. So yeah. Mediums and hards. Not so much softs. You've got a big day in real. I've got certain things to do in real. I've got to go out. Yeah, I've got some things to do in real, and then yeah, the rest of it is flat out practicing between the tyres that we can use. Get ready for all of them in case. You done your pit stop? Sunday's a bit more of a relaxed day. I'll do one of these ready for Wednesday, and then yeah, it's whatever we want to do after that. Whether we do a little bit of testing for the boys, yeah, now off time, when we sent that sort of stuff, we got to do testing, so yeah, for them. That's what we're here for. Yeah, we got to do everything else to catch up with what we've got to do. As I said, I've done all my championships now, they're out of the way. We got power pack and all that. We got to catch up on and stuff like that. I'll try and get a bit more done even if they are low to get things open, and then go back and redo them again later before we finish it, you know what I mean? More stars. So I just took what I could on those two I started, and I go back in next time and do them again. I'm knowing what to expect. They are a lot harder than what you think. So I'll take whatever position as long as I get a reasonable amount of stars to open things up, and then go back another day and get a higher position and get more stars. I'm going to get certain things open, enough to get things open. And then go back like I did with the championship. Had 4 out of 10, so I went back and finished the other 6 that got firsts. Finished it. So what you need to get it done, and then go back. That's the best way. It's how I've managed to get things done by doing that. Right? That's how I've worked things. Gone back and done each event, so I got first in all of them. I've still got some non-events as well that I've still got to do. But I'm working my way to them. Got that one on Panorama done. I had the pit and everything, so yeah, start getting them done as I can. That's 165, I think. I did it. And that's one of those ones we hadn't done when we had to start pitting and that. So I'm going around starting to do those now as well. Now I've finished getting firsts on a lot of the others, starting to do them. But not the 4 chili ones. They will be very last. Catching up. Starting to make time on the softs, eh? Yeah, I'm starting to lose time. that quick, but yeah, I wasn't going as fast that lap. I was trying to exhaust my tyres a bit more. Yeah, exactly. You got to pace yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do. Start off briefly flat out in the beginning. In the middle, just go a little bit slower. Reserve your tyres a bit. And then the last third, flat out again. And to get yourself in a good position in the first third. If not, you just take a few laps to have that cool down section for your car and tyres, and then heavy in again. In 24 hours, they go pretty heavy first off, and then they pace themselves the rest. Then the last bit, they go flat out again. Right, pace yourself for the race. So I'm just pacing myself at the moment. So I'm on lap 13. Pacing to get my tyres to last a bit longer. And my fuel. I know I'm losing a bit of time, but I know I can make it up once I change my tyres. As you know. So I'm reserving tyres now. How's your tyres going? Well, you have to do another pit. Maybe. Shit. Huh? Nope. That done for you. Then they put in nearly 12 laps then. I'm on 116. Where's the tires going? Bugger!
Yeah, I think stick with the original plan.
Right, it's off to bed. Right, we nearly got through the race.
Hmm?
How long is it going to do if we do it again?
Yeah. Depends. Possibly from 1 4 take us to maybe 60 minutes.
No.
Because, like it says, it's a 24-hour race, 60-minute race.
Right, no. We nearly got through it until it crashed, right? I think that's enough because it's 2:20 for me.
Yep.
That's enough. We've had a practice together. I know what I was pulling by the stream. Nearly 153. So, tomorrow...
Okay, if I send you the settings, can you test something for me?
Yeah, send me what you want me to test. Write it all down.
I want you to test soft tires, see how long soft tires last for the settings.
Right, that's what I was going to do tomorrow. Test the softs, start off with softs and then go to mediums.
Until it's fully blown.
Yep. Right, I'll do all that testing tomorrow. So you write down exactly what you want me to test. Oh, I'll do it later today, later this morning. You send me all the settings to the track, what you want me to test, how you want me to test them, and I'll do that, and then I'll send you all the results. Okay? And I'll be on an hour before race. I'll probably be on about 8 o'clock my time, right? 7:38 my time. You get on, so an hour before. It gives us time to have a bit of a warm-up. Instead of getting on near time, half hour before, and only by the time we set everything up, it's time to start. It gives us half hour to get set up, have a few laps of warm-up, and then go in and do it. What do you think? Or three quarters of an hour before we actually have to bang, right? Instead of 15 minutes to set up and get ourselves organised. We've got 3/4 of an hour. So I'll see you an hour before a race. Put down the time, race, everything, so it's all written down there for me. I can set alarms, my time, and I'll be on, as I said, probably about, I can work it out, to be on a couple of hours before. So I'm up raring to go. Right? Because, yeah, it's going on 2 o'clock for you. What do you think? Go and rest now because you're going to get up and do a little bit of practice by yourself tomorrow. Alright, before you go. And then I'll see you an hour before race. You'll go and do what you got to do. Be on an hour before race, so you'll be gone a bit over 2 hours. Then you go back, okay? So that's the plans. Alright then. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. And stay tuned for the race. Probably a few streams tomorrow afternoon. Just me practicing mucking around, testing out things. And then tomorrow night, the race. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jane. So watch out for the race tomorrow night. And the stream for a bit of practice. I'll be doing practice on my own. Thank you very much, everyone, for your support. It's great.